All right, so we just ordered the new remote from GoPro. This is called the remote, and it is compatible with the GoPro 9. Now, don't forget, the other remote, the smart remote, is not compatible with GoPro 9. So if you get the GoPro 9, you got to get this remote if you want a remote. So we got it, and so far, definitely impressed. Works a little bit faster than the smart remote that they used to have. So it looks like they've cleared up that issue there. And it's definitely a little bit better laid out. The power button is on top now. And then we have these two side buttons here. One of them is to change the mode. It also powers on the you can power on your GoPro and power off. And this one also then switches the modes switches the modes from camera to video to time lapse. And then the top button will allow you to change the settings within the mode, which is kind of nice too. And then of course you have the record button. This is also the select button. So when you are changing your settings, you do need to click that to select your setting as well. So let's see how fast everything powers on. So we're going to hit the power button on the top and we'll release. We'll get that. It's got one of the LEDs up top, the LEDs up at the top. So now it says I should be able to power on my GoPro. So let's see by clicking this bottom side button. So let's see if it powers on my GoPro after a few seconds. Looks like it's going to. It's connecting. And let's see how long it takes. Okay, so we have our GoPro still connecting. So it's running through the little spiral thing in the viewfinder, I guess you could say it. All right, so now it says it's connected. So now what we can do is we have full access. We can definitely change modes from photo to time lapse to video. Does it pretty quickly. And then what we can also do, like I said, we can change modes by hitting this top button, or not change modes, change settings. And we can then, like I said, now you have your two buttons. You can go back and forth. You can go back up. Okay. And I can choose a different setting. Like remember, you have to hit this record button once, it seems like, and then that sets it. And then, of course, next time you hit the record button, you'll be recording away. And then, of course, you want to stop recording again, you hit that button. Okay, again. So pretty nicely, I think, once you get the idea of these 3 or 4 buttons here that you have. And like I said, if you want to power off your GoPro, you should be able to just hold the bottom button down in a few seconds. Okay, looks like it, and it's powering off. GoPro is on, the remote is on. So again, you just have to then click off the remote. I haven't tried clicking off just the remote and see if that turns the camera off or if it just disconnects. Pairing these two were pretty easy. Just had to go through the menu and to the connections, and then there was the smart or the remote as a setting. And you also had to update your GoPro 9 to the latest firmware, which is 1.5, I believe. And you could do that, obviously. And then once you did that, then you had that selection. Before you did that, there was no selection for a remote. When it first came out, when the GoPro 9 came out of the box, there was no selection for that. So you had to update your firmware. All right, so this is the GoPro, the remote. Looks like it's gonna work pretty well. Pretty impressed. Recommend it. And that's it.